Hello everyone, good afternoon all of you. Sorry, we just got late for a moment because of some technical issue. Class was not starting up. So now we are back with one more amazing session for you for the day. That is one shot on nutrition. Nutrition is one of the important chapter for your class 10 because it is going to score the highest marks in your upcoming board exam. So as you all know, your exams are like they are going to start from the month of February, and you all are get set go to give the exam. You all are ready for the exam as well. So now it's time to give a one shot on all the types of topics which are there in your syllabus, in your exams which are going to come. So that we will be giving you. But today's session is a very short session just on nutrition. I will be discussing some things with you, some important things that you have to keep in mind, and also some one shot on a portion of nutrition, but only about the animals we'll discuss today. Okay, so, guys, let us start quickly. All of you are ready for the same? Okay, so let us start. Hi, Brajendra. Hello, Mishti. Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. Please come fast. We're about to start up. So, the topic is nutrition, and we are going to start it up now. And please, guys, if you like the sessions, then please like the video, share it amongst your friends, and subscribe to the channel, because if you are not subscribing, you will not be getting notified about the class whenever it is there. Okay, so please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I'm Dr. Bhavna, your plus educator on Unacademy, and this is all about me. So I'm your science educator on plus 4+ years of teaching experience, and you can see my bio also. So you can see how many people have given the had dedications, watch minutes for the last 30 days, and the followers also. Okay, so this is about me. I'm teaching you both for class 9th as well as for class 10th. Okay, good afternoon, Mishti. So now let us start quickly. So all of you are ready for the topic, that is nutrition. Okay, so the topic is nutrition today. So as you all know, you must have studied about it in a very younger class se padhte aa rahe ho. Okay, so it's a very simple topic. You all know about the basics of nutrition. So from the basics only you have to reach to the more advanced level now. Okay, so in your class 10 you have a bit of advancement in the topic, but it's not so much difficult. I tell you why, because most of the things you are knowing about. Okay, so now we'll talk about the nutrition. So what is nutrition? What is nutrition? Anyone tell me fast. Hi Mavish, hello, good afternoon, please join fast. So nutrition is what? We all need food to eat, right? Just now you must have your lunch also, right? So why did you had your lunch? Because you were in the need of some energy. You needed something, some nutrient that can replenish you with a lot and lot of energy, with some growth, with some, and that will also help you to develop as well. Okay, so different modes of intake of food and how they are getting utilized in our body is called as nutrition. So this is the definition of nutrition, that the fulfillments of the body's requirement for nutrients, the mode of intake of the food and its utilization in the body is called as nutrition. So unlike plants, animals cannot prepare the food by themselves, and they are depending on plants and other animals for the food. Okay, so this is correct. So we all are eating the food, we all are taking the nutrition from various sources, whether it is plants or whether it is animals. Why do we need it? Because we are in the need for the fulfillment of requirement of our body, that is for the nutrient. Okay, so there are mainly two types of nutrition. One is autotrophic, other one is heterotrophic. So autotrophic nutrition means plants. Okay, so as you all can see a picture of plant, so you all know that plants are able to prepare the food on their own. They are having the tendency to make the food by the process of photosynthesis. So they are taking the sunlight, they are taking the carbon dioxide and water from the soil, and they are doing the process of photosynthesis to produce glucose. Okay, so glucose as well as oxygen. So oxygen is the gas which is our requirement. Okay, without oxygen we cannot survive, and the glucose which is formed is in the form of food we are getting it. Okay, so basically if you are talking about the plants, then plants are having the self nutrition. Okay, they are able to make the food on their own. Okay, clear to everyone? So the plants are able to prepare the food on their own, whereas heterotrophic nutrition is the one where the animals are not able to make the food on their own. Like you can see over here, this is amoeba. Okay, amoeba, and similarly we human beings, We are not making the food on our own. We are depending on the plants. Amoeba is depending on other living organisms for the food. Okay, clear to everyone? So this is about the type of nutrition. So plants are having self nutrition. You have to write the definition also properly in the exam. With a, if you want, you can make a small plant as well, or depending on the marks only. If it is of 1 and 2 marks, no need to make a diagram for the same. Just you have to write the definition. Okay, and most important, examples are mandatory to write. Okay, so now nutrition in animals. So nutrition in animals is like, what are the steps of nutrition in animals? So nutrition starts from ingestion. Ingestion means we are taking the food in. Okay, intake of food. Intake of food is called as ingestion. Okay, then the step number 2 is digestion of the food. The food that we are eating, that we are ingesting, we are taking it in our body, in our stomach. It is getting broken down into smaller parts and then it is getting digested. After being broken down, it is getting absorbed in our body. So absorption of the digested food. Absorption of digested food is the third step. Then assimilation is basically use of using the absorbed food. Using the absorbed food to produce energy. This is another step. So after the food is absorbed, it is assimilated, only and only the waste material is left. So digestion is the process of removal of digestive waste products. Digested waste products from the body. Okay. So these are the 5 steps: ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and egestion. So if you look into the various plants, various animal categories who are having different modes of nutrition, if we talk about herbivores, we are eating the grasses only. If we talk about carnivores, who are eating the animals only. And if we talk about the omnivores, who are eating both plants and animals. If we talk about the saprotrophs, who are taking the nutrition from dead and decaying remains of the living organisms, and if we talk about the parasites. So all these 5 modes of nutrition also, they are also following these 5 steps. Okay, so you must have observed, like cow and buffalo, they are herbivores. They are eating the plants only. Lion is eating the animals only. Omnivores are eating both, like rat is eating both plants and animals. Saprotrophs, or you can say scavengers, they are eating the dead remains, dead organisms. Okay, parasites are feeding on living organisms by making them as a host body. Okay, so these are the different types of nutrition and the steps of nutrition that we have just now seen. Okay, so these are the 5 steps of nutrition: ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and egestion. Okay, clear to all? So herbivores are those who are eating the plants only. They are plant eaters. They are eating the plants only. Carnivores are only and only animal eaters. Those who are eating only and only animals. Omnivores are eating both plants as well as animals. Saprotrophs are they are taking the food from the dead remains of the living organism. Then parasites are taking the nutrition from living organisms without killing them. That is very important. This is the difference between saprotrophs and parasites. So parasites are taking the nutrition from the living organisms without killing them. Just like leeches. In animals, leeches, they are doing the same thing, right? Similarly, in plants, if we talk about, that is done by the cascata. So these are the different modes of nutrition in animals, and all of them are following the 5 steps of nutrition. So what are the 5 steps? Number 1 is ingestion. Then number 2 is digestion. After digestion, it is absorption of the food. And after absorption, this is assimilation. Then after assimilation, egestion will take place. So these are the 5 steps of nutrition in animals. Okay, clear everyone? Okay, so now we will talk about the nutrition in human beings. So as we all know that human beings, they are Omnivores. That means we are eating all the things like plants as well as animals. So the nutrition in human beings, it involves a great set of a number of organs which are collectively they are working together to do one function of digestion. Okay, and this is what collectively called as digestive system of human being. Okay, so all we can see in this digestive system, what are the different organs which are visible to us? Number one is the mouth. This mouth is carrying the salivary gland which is helping in digestion of the starch. Number two is the esophagus. Esophagus is the second organ of the digestive system which is helping in taking the food inside. Then the stomach is the third one, because here the digestion of the proteins starts. The proteins are getting digested in stomach. Carbohydrates, they are getting digested in salivary glands. They are getting digested in mouth because of the saliva secreted by salivary gland. Then after the food has reached to the stomach, it is getting digested over there. It will move ahead. It will move inside the small intestine. So the small intestine is the place where the digestion is completed. The digestion is completing in the small intestine. It is receiving the secretions from the liver as well as from the pancreas. Okay, liver and pancreas. Then after that, the food will move ahead and it will reach to the large intestine, which is very thick, very much broad. Okay, and it is having a lot of space inside it. So food will enter inside the large intestine where the absorption of the minerals and the water will take place. After that, from the large intestine, the food will the remains, that means the waste product, that will store into the rectum and it will be expelled out through anus. Okay, so these are the basic organs which are present in our complete digestive system. Okay, so this is clear to all of you. So if we talk about the mouth, number one, we will write the body part name and we'll write the enzymes over here. Okay. So mouth is having the salivary gland, which is releasing salivary amylase, or we say it as a ptyalin enzyme. This helps in the digestion of the starch. Then number two is after the esophagus, the food will enter inside the stomach. So stomach is having the gastric juice, which is helping in the digestion of protein. The digestive juice is consisting of pepsin. It contains mucus and it contains HCl, hydrochloric acid. Pepsin helps in the digestion of proteins. Okay, it helps in the digestion of proteins. Then after this, from the stomach, the food will enter into the small intestine, where it will receive the secretions from the liver. The liver is secreting the bile juice, which is stored inside the gallbladder, and it doesn't digest the fat. It helps in the emulsification of fat. Hello Charvi, good afternoon. It helps in emulsification of fat. Okay, after the fat is getting emulsified, then there is one more organ, that is pancreas. So these pancreas, they are releasing the pancreatic juice. Okay, bile juice has one more function of, that is providing alkaline medium so that the food can be further digested. Okay, whereas the HCl is providing the acidic medium so that the food proteins are getting digested. Okay, clear to everyone? So pancreas, they are releasing the pancreatic juice. This pancreatic juice is containing three more components, that is pancreatic amylase, which helps in the digestion of carbohydrates. Okay, I'm writing it as carbs. Then there is release of trypsin, which helps in the digestion of proteins. Then it releases lipase, which helps in the digestion of emulsified fat. So the fat that was emulsified by the bile juice, it is getting digested by the lipase. Okay, so these are the four places from which different types of enzymes are released. Okay, so from the mouth, the food will enter inside the esophagus. Okay, so the from the mouth, the food will, sorry, from the mouth, the food will first and foremost, it will enter into the esophagus. From the esophagus, the food will collect in the stomach, which is a J-shaped organ, and here it is lined by a thick layer of mucus also, which doesn't let it by to get disrupted because of the secretion. Okay, so the food will enter inside the stomach. It will stay there for around 1.5 to 2 hours, and after that, it will be moving inside the small intestine. So this is the first part of small intestine. We call it as duodenum. So within the duodenum, the food will get further digested because of the secretions of the liver as well as the pancreas. Okay, so as I told you, so duodenum will help in the, there will be the digestion completed, and the all the food stuff will get digested over here. After this, within the small intestine only, this portion is called as the jejunum. This jejunum is having what? This is having the villi, okay, like finger-like structures which are helping in the absorption of the food. So the absorption of the food takes place in the small intestine, the jejunum part. Then comes the ileum. This is what called as the ileum. This is the third part of small intestine. The food will enter into the jejunum where it will get absorbed, and the remaining is the waste material which is not required by our body. So it will go inside the large intestine. But the thing is that the large intestine is carrying all the food which is totally in the form of a, it's completely containing the uh, water and the minerals only. So that is what which is required for our body. So think about it, whenever we get some dehydration or something. So what happens? This is because our large intestine is not absorbing the minerals, the salts and the water from the food. Okay. So that is why this large intestine, it will absorb all the water and the minerals while passing through this whole passage. Ultimately, all the waste material will get accumulated inside the rectum, and it will be expelled out of the body from the anus. So total 5 steps are followed over here again. Number 1 is ingestion, that is taking place through the mouth. Digestion is taking place at almost all the steps of the digestive system. After that, absorption will take place only and only in the large intestine and the small intestine. Assimilation will take place in the blood because the food which is getting absorbed from the villi is containing a thick, a rich blood supply. Okay. After assimilation, the food is getting digested. So there are total five steps which are followed for the digestion of the food. Okay, clear everyone? So this is clear to all of you. So this is how the nutrition will take place in the human being. Okay, so this was about the today's topic which I have discussed with you. There are many more things that we have to study in the part of nutrition that we will be taking up again. We'll have more and more surplus amount of time also, that but that will be only on the special classes which are also available free for you. But for that, you have to come over the platform. Start coming on the platform now. Start watching the videos there and start learning as well. Okay. So because here we are having just 5 to 10 minutes or 15-20 minutes we can give, but on special classes we are giving you around 60 minutes absolutely free for a particular topic. Okay. So guys, come over there and start studying more. Okay. So this is about the today's topic which I have discussed with you. A lot many things you have to do, but this is the basic thing that you should know about the nutrition in animals. Okay, we will be studying more about it later on, but till then please go through the things very well again. Now if you have any doubts or anything you want to ask, you can, if you have anything to ask. Okay, all right. So, guys, this is about the today's topic. So, I'm signing up now, signing out now. See you all in the next class. Till then, thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Click on the bell icon. Okay, and come over the platform. Download the Unacademy app now. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Take